Today we're going to talk about how to put on and remove the bamboo brace. The first thing we do is we take out the plastic supports. They are numbered from 1 to 5. 1 is most flexible and 5 is most rigid. We usually start with the number 3 and then try to work our way up or down depending on what the needs of the user are. So we take our support and then we turn the brace over. There's a channel in the middle of the brace, and that's where the plastic support goes. So we slide that in there. It has silicone on it to help it keep from sliding around on the user's arm. And we always put the tab on the other end of the support. There's no left or right. So we're going to put it on Benji's left arm, and we always have the rough or the hook Velcro tabs pointed out away from the user like that. If we were going to put it on his right arm, Benji, put your right arm up here, would you, buddy? Thank you. Then we would just flip the brace around so that the tabs are going out like that. So we take the channel where the stay is, and we just divide that equally above and below the elbow like this. And then we're going to start with the top tab, the one nearest the shoulder, and we feed a little bit of material in there, and then we stretch it a little bit, but not super tight, just to hold it in place. And now we're gonna look at our channel. We want the channel to be lined up with a thumb, like that. And we also want it to be kind of equally above and below the elbow. So with one tab in place, even with a squirmy kid, you can slide it up or down, and we can also move it around if we need to get it in better position. I like where it is right now, so we're gonna take the bottom tab, we're gonna feed that material through, like that, and now we're gonna stretch it a little bit before we adhere it. We're gonna go back up to the top tab. When we're taking off the tabs, when we're adjusting it, or if we're removing it and taking it off completely, we always wanna use our 4 fingers under the tab like that, and then we wanna pry back with the heel of our hand. I'm gonna feed some material in there, and then I'm gonna give it a nice stretch this time, like that, and then I'm gonna do the same down here. We know, especially with the bottom tab, whether or not it needs to be tighter if we have a gap in here between the brace and his arm. And so we have a little bit of one there, so we're gonna take and we're gonna pry it back like I described. We're gonna feed the material in like that, and then we're gonna stretch it one more time. Okay, Benji, can you bend your arm? So if he can't overcome it for function, and then when he's not thinking about it, it goes back toward extension, then the stay we're using might be a little bit too stiff. Bend your arm again. So we could move down to the number 2. If Benji was excessively flexing it up here, we might move up to the number 4. And then when we're taking off the brace for good, often people will come in here and try to get at the tab from the side, and sometimes that can result in tearing the Velcro or the brace becoming unstitched here. So again, we're going to have all 4 fingers under the tab like that, and then we take the heel of our hand and we pry it back, hold it so it doesn't adhere again, and then do the same at the far tab like that. So taking it off with your fingers underneath the arc of the tab will help your brace last longer and work better for the kids. Just like that. Nice work, Benji.